This healthy granola bar, it has more added sugar than a Krispy Kreme donut. The truth is, even if you've stopped eating dessert every night, you might still be getting more sugar than you realize. Today, I'm gonna show you 9 foods with hidden sugar and what to buy instead. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for on the label and how to shop smarter without giving up flavor or joy. As a registered dietitian, I am always reading labels because even the most innocent looking foods can be loaded with sugar. Just last week, I was grocery shopping. I picked up a pasta sauce that seemed pretty normal, pretty fresh and healthy, but then I flip it around, check the label, and it has 8 teaspoons of added sugar in it, basically syrup in a jar. Sometimes the foods we think are helping us may actually be working against our energy and our health. This video is part of my Breakup with Sugar series. And here's the truth. Most Americans eat about 17 teaspoons of added sugar every single day. The recommended limit? 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men. So no, it's not just you or your willpower. Sugar is literally hiding in the foods that we might think are healthy. Let's start off with a quick overview on how to read labels and spot that sugar, so we all have a better understanding of how sugar is hiding in these foods we're gonna go through. You might think you're doing great grocery shopping until you check that label and see sugar hiding where you least expect it. So flip the package, look for added sugars on the nutrition facts panel. And this is different from natural sugars that are found in fruit or dairy. This is a sugar that's added during processing to make it more palatable, more tasty, and light up that dopamine in your brain to make you want to come back for more and more. And many of us have no idea how to visualize what grams of sugar actually look like. So oftentimes, even if we do read a label, we really don't know how much sugar is in the product. So here's my tip that I use with my clients, because I'm a visual learner too. We convert grams into teaspoons, which is something we can actually visualize while reading the nutrition label. There are 4 grams of sugar in 1 teaspoon. So if a product has 12 grams of sugar, divide that by 4, and that's 3 teaspoons of added sugar right there in the product. Okay, now let's break down where the sugar is sneaking into your cart and your kitchen. Number 1, flavored yogurts. These look healthy, right? But one small flavored yogurt can have 12 to 18 grams of added sugar. That's nearly half your daily limit right in that small container. Here's my real life example on this one. My kids happen to love these Chobani Flips yogurts. And what's not to love if you're a kid? They're sweet, they're creamy with sweet and crunchy toppings. But these little yogurts have 15 grams of added sugar. These are a dessert, not a great breakfast after all. So in my house, these are a treat that we get every once in a while, definitely not a breakfast staple. Instead, try plain Greek yogurt with berries and a drizzle of honey, where you control the sweetness plus fiber and protein to keep you full. My 7-year-old grabs this granola bar at the grocery store the other day and goes, "Mom, this is healthy, right?" I flip it over, 13 grams of added sugar. That's more sugar than a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. That's exactly the kind of fuel that's more sugar than actual nutrition. And honestly, at least the donut is upfront about being a treat. Have you ever grabbed a bar thinking it's healthy fuel, only to realize that it's packed with sugar and really not much else? Some bars that even call themselves clean or natural have more sugar than a candy bar. And at least a Snickers bar doesn't pretend to be healthy. Waker Chewy Dipped Bar has 13 grams of sugar. 12 of those are added sugar. And it looks like a large size granola bar, but it's actually quite small. 13 grams of sugar in a little 4-inch bar. So here's a swap. Look for bars that have under 8 grams of added sugar and that have simple ingredients that you can understand. One of my favorites is dates. Or go old school, an apple with peanut butter, still portable, still satisfying. Or make your own bars. I love this. My homemade oats and honey bars are just like Nature Valley, but way less sugar. They have 7 grams of sugar, all natural, by the way. Number 3, pasta sauces. This one surprised me just last week at the grocery store. It seemed like a basic tomato sauce, but it had 11 grams of sugar per half cup serving. Some pasta sauces have 8 to 12 grams of sugar per half cup. And let's be honest, we usually eat more than that. So here's a swap. Look for no sugar added or low added sugar on the label. I really like Rayo's brand, or make your own. Some canned crushed tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil. Done. If you're thinking, how am I supposed to keep track of all of this? That's exactly why I made this. Thrive Nutrition RDN tote bags. When you grab one of these, you'll also get my sneaky sugar checklist, a printable guide with 61 names sugar hides under, top foods to watch, smart swaps you can find almost anywhere, and I'm also including a handwritten note from me because this should feel personal, not like a nutrition lecture. Plus a little surprise bonus inside. Grab yours today. I'm dropping the link below. Number 4, salad dressings. Especially low-fat ones often add sugar back in to boost flavor. This one in particular has 8 grams of added sugar in 2 tablespoons. That's 2 teaspoons of sugar on your greens. Here's a swap. Make a simple vinaigrette with olive oil, mustard, vinegar, flavor without added sugars. Or make your own ranch dressing with Greek yogurt. More protein, less filler. I have a ranch recipe on my website that is my go-to. I'll drop the link below. Instant oatmeal packs. These are totally convenient, but some of these are straight up sugar bombs. 12 grams of sugar per packet. And if you're eating 2, that's 6 teaspoons in your healthy morning oatmeal. Try plain oats, add some cinnamon, some fresh fruit, your own drizzle of maple syrup for a little sweetness. It might take 2 more minutes to make, but it is worth it for your health. Now onto the condiment aisle, America's favorite. Ketchup and barbecue sauce. 1 tablespoon of ketchup equals 4 grams of sugar, which means 1 teaspoon of sugar is in that 1 tablespoon serving of ketchup. And most of us use 2 or 3 or more, right? And barbecue sauce is even higher. Now, truth be told, I have this exact barbecue sauce in my fridge right now. Let me grab it. Okay, my kids happen to love this, but I know that it is a major source of sugar. 17 grams of sugar in just 2 tablespoons. That's 4 1/4 teaspoons in just 2 tablespoons of this smoky sauce, which is kind of crazy, right? The best swaps to do are read the labels. Look for no added sugar versions, less sugar versions, or use mustard, hot sauce, or make your own sauces. Quick question for you. Drop a comment with how much ketchup or barbecue sauce you think you squeeze onto your fries or burgers. I bet the sugar is more than you realize. Number 7, coffee creamers and flavored milks. Even small amounts of flavored creamer can add up fast, with 5 grams or more of added sugar per serving. Most people pour more than a single tablespoon into their coffee. I've got the real life serving sizes straight from my clients. Most people are using 2 to 4 tablespoons of creamer in each cup of coffee, which could mean 10 to 20 grams of sugar before you've even eaten anything for the day. I mean, they're even naming creamers after desserts. Cinnamon roll, cookie dough, caramel swirl. Here's the swap. Go unsweetened. Add vanilla extract, cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin pie spice if you miss the flavor. Your taste buds will adjust, usually in a few weeks, and your body will thank you for less sugar. Trust me. This is a cookout favorite, and you might think healthy side dish full of fiber and protein, right? And by the way, I do love beans for their awesome benefits to our heart health, our gut health, and our blood sugar. But canned beans are a different story. They sneak in a surprising amount of added sugar, sometimes up to 8 to 12 grams per half cup serving. Here's a swap. Look for brands labeled less sugar or make your own at home. When we make things ourselves, we control the ingredients and we control the sugar. Number 9, breakfast cereal. The breakfast cereal aisle should honestly be called the dessert for breakfast aisle because there is so much sugar here. Breakfast cereals can be a major hidden sugar trap, especially those that are marketed to kids, which really grinds my gears. Some have 12 to 15 grams of added sugar per serving, which can be half your daily sugar limit before 9 a.m. Even cereals that are marketed as healthy can be sugar traps. This Raisin Bran Crunch has 19 grams of sugar in just 1 cup. Now, to clarify, 13 of those are added sugars, the other are natural sugars. But this is marketed as a healthy cereal, yet it is a total sugar bomb for your morning. Now, truth be told, I was a cereal diehard for most of my life, but now I know I want to start my day with more protein than most cereals can provide. So I'll go for Greek yogurt, eggs, and oatmeal the majority of the time, but my kids love cereal for the convenience of it, and some busy mornings, that's why I love it for them too. But it can really miss the mark for keeping you full and fueled. Add a side of yogurt, cottage cheese, some nuts, some hemp hearts or flax seeds to up the nutrition and protein. And here's the swap. Look for cereals with 6 or less grams of added sugar per serving. And then pair that cereal with those sides we just talked about. It's going to boost your protein and your satiety. Which one of these foods with hidden sugars surprised you the most? Mine? Probably Raisin Bran Crunch. I realized just how much sugar was in it a few months ago, and honestly, we stopped buying it. Although my kids are super happy that I bought it for this video. Here's a bonus one that I bet you hadn't thought about. Bread. Even regular sandwich bread can have 2 to 4 grams of added sugar per slice. That's up to 2 teaspoons in your sandwich before you've added anything else. This one in particular has 8 grams of sugar in 2 slices. Here's a swap. Look for low or no added sugar breads, and Dave's Killer Bread has some great options. This isn't meant to be a warning to throw out what you have in your pantry or spend 20 minutes reading every single label in the grocery store. It's about awareness. When you start to notice where that sugar hides, you'll naturally start choosing better options without feeling restricted. And the payoff? More stable energy, fewer cravings, clearer skin, my favorite. Real food starts to taste really good. No more 3 p.m. sugar cravings and then subsequent crashes, just steady energy and generally feeling good. Cutting back on sugar doesn't mean cutting out all your favorite things and cutting out your joy. It means being more intentional with your choices. And if you haven't seen my first video on breaking up with sugar, click right here and I'm gonna walk you through realistic steps to start feeling better without feeling deprived. And I will see you over there. Until then, eat well, be well, thrive.